What's up, everybody? Welcome to the On the Ryze podcast. I'm your host, former Division I player and retired 10-year professional overseas, Dustin Ware. Sitting here we have a guest for you today. Incoming is Sandy Creek star, Micah Smith. What's good, bro?
What's good?
Everything all right?
Doing, yeah.
You guys had an easy, a little smooth win last night, right?
Yeah, pretty good competition.
Okay, cool.
Good win.
Good, bro. Good. So we'll start out with a quick little 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 game. I gave you a quick little head start. So you got to pick your all-time 5 NBA defensive team.
Yep.
And I got to pick mine and see which one is better, see who wins.
All right, I'm going to go.
By position, by the way.
Gary Payton.
Okay. Solid one to glove.
Then I'm going to go Drew Holiday.
Drew Holiday at the 2. Okay. I like that. Kawhi at the 3. That's smooth.
Kevin Garnett.
KG. Okay.
And then Rudy Gobert.
Ooh, Gobert. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, that's tough. You stole my PG with Gary Payton. Point guard. Well, since the only other point guard to win the award is Marcus Smart, I got to put him in there. At the 2, I'm probably going to go with Mike, man. I got to go with Jordan. At the 3, let me get Scotty in there at the 3. Scottie Pippen at the 3. For the 4, ooh, that's tough. I got to think for the 4. You took KG. That was mine for sure. Let me go with might go with Tim. Yeah, Tim Duncan. Might go with Tim Duncan. And at the 5, that is tough at the 5. There's a bunch of good ones at the 5. Maybe I'm gonna go with Hakeem. I'm gonna go with Hakeem at the 5. Yeah, so we'll go with that. We'll see what everybody thinks about which team is better. All right. So number 4, you got 4 options. Only one can stay: burgers, wings, seafood, breakfast food. What's staying for you?
Gotta go with breakfast food.
Breakfast food.
Yeah.
What you like to eat for the breakfast?
Pancakes, eggs.
Okay.
Sausage.
You a Waffle House guy?
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, can't beat it. What about, so let's see. So if you did breakfast food, might be a wings guy, honestly. I don't know if I could go without the wings. Everything else could be substituted. But number 3, you got, give me 3 game day rituals that you have, whether it's, anything, and you can put them in order if you can, whatever it may be. But just give me 3 game day rituals you got to do before the game, no matter what.
3 game day rituals, probably try to start with, when I wake up, do some mobility, get my body moving, stretched out a little bit. And I try to drink a lot of water, hydrate, and then probably the main one before the game, say a prayer. A quick prayer to finish it off.
I like that. I like that. So in your mobility stuff, you just kind of getting just some yoga type stuff and stretching out?
Just to get opened up a little bit. Get opened up?
Nah, that's good. You got to drink your water the day before. That's big for the hydration, like you know. All right, number 2. Give me 2 of the most influential people in your life right now.
2 of the most influential people, probably my dad and my older brother.
Okay.
Yeah.
Obviously they're your family, but especially in your basketball journey, how have they kind of guided you and kind of molded you in that way?
My dad, he's been there since day one. Been pushing me, and then same with my brother. He was there before it really got started. He was the one that was getting me in shape, ready for everything.
How much older is he than you?
He's like 30. Okay. He's almost 30.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so he's way older. So he got you. What do you have you? Because I'm thinking of my little brother, and I'm about 6 years older than him. And I remember we're outside, and I'm beating him up. He's bloody. And I'm like, look, I got to get you ready. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure it was similar with you.
Yep. Outside. He'll come home from work 10 o'clock at night. We're outside running the hill.
Ooh, off the shift?
Yeah.
Oh, he taking out his whole frustration on you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're working.
Nah, I like it, though, man. I like it. And then the last one, number 1, give me 1 artist that you want to be in a recording session with. Like, if you could sit down and whether it's a video, whether it's a song or whatever, you just want to see that creative process from that person.
Probably Drake.
Drake?
Yeah.
Are you a big Drake fan?
Yeah.
Okay. You like rapping Drake or singing Drake? You like all Drake?
I like all Drake. Like
Island Drake?
Mostly old Drake.
Old Drake?
Yeah.
So like with like the Take Care and all this stuff? Those are that's probably, to me, that's probably some of his best projects.
That's the best one.
Nah, I agree. I struggled with that when I was coming up with this question. I struggled with it. I was like, I don't know if it would be, for me, it'd be between like probably Wayne or 3 Stacks, man. I'm a big 3 Stacks fan. So like, and just seeing he's such a different creative was just like being in that process would be interesting for me. All right, man. So transition a little bit to the basketball stuff. We'll take it back to your freshman year. Talk about how it felt at, you were young at that time, but you guys did make it to the state title game, correct? So how was that feeling of losing? And then also, how do you think that kind of jolted you into like giving you the drive to kind of do what you guys did last year and bring the title home?
Yeah, losing. Nobody would have thought we would have lost that year, but we did. That I kept that with me. Yeah. The next year, last year. Yeah. It was most definitely always. It never left. Still with me.
For sure.
That's something you'll never forget. Sure. The same way I won. That's also a great feeling. Just being able to finally do it. Yeah. And being the first to do it. Yeah. And school history and county history, big. That's pretty big.
Nah, that's dope, man. That's dope. I remember, I think it was, my sophomore year, I ended up losing state, the only time I ever lost. And, man, it ate at me. All summer, you know what I'm saying? You lifting weights a little harder, you trying to run sprints a little longer because you just, it's like that's not a feeling you want to have. Yeah. And I had the luxury of tasting it my freshman year and then losing sophomore year, and then was like, nah, next 2 I got to get them. So I get that, man. I definitely understand. Staying on your freshman year a little bit, you had the luxury of just kind of playing with a future pro in Jabari, man, and just seeing that creative process and that work ethic. What did you take from that? Like, did you, I don't know if he necessarily gave you stuff personally, but just watching him and watching that work ethic, what did you pick up and what kind of things did you learn?
Yeah, the work ethic is one of the main things. He's just so focused and so dedicated. One of the most dedicated workers for sure. And I also got to see just how he carries himself with everything, the media, the fans, the hype, just how he just did his own thing. He wasn't worried about anybody else. So seeing that, him not getting caught up with it. That was 2 main things. And the leadership. Yeah. He's a pretty big leader.
What was his leadership style, if you can remember? Like, was he a real vocal guy, or did he kind of just, follow me, do what I do type?
It's like, it was kind of both. Okay. Like, he'll tell you, he used to tell me, if I did something wrong, he would break it down, tell me where to go, what I needed to do. Same thing with the other guys on the team. And then the same thing, like, he was the leader, so. Yeah.
Do you find that kind of molded your leadership style now?
Probably.
Yeah. Because it's funny when I watch you play, like, you have a lot of that. I can see, like, even if I'm not hearing anything, I can look out there and be like, oh, he's directing traffic like the whole time. So, and do you feel like that kind of helped? I mean, obviously you probably got this from your coaches because you all look like a extremely well coached team. But I would imagine that had a lot to play in it as well.
Yep, it did.
Yeah. That even kind of reminds me a little bit, like what you said about like just Jabari's work ethic. I mean, obviously he's super talented and has a lot of gifts, and this is only the beginning of his NBA career. Yeah. But for you to see something like that, like someone that talented, but also putting in the work, I know that had to just kind of really give you like a good guide of where you want to go, but also how you want to work on on a consistent basis. It reminds me a little bit about so my rookie year overseas, I had the luxury of playing with Smush Parker. I don't know if you remember Smush Parker. He used to play with the Lakers, but he came to my team. We were teammates for a couple months, and he's got a ton of Kobe stories. Now their whole thing is well documented, and I'm not going to get into it. But one thing he did say is like the respect factor he had for him, because he could see every single day that he was out working everyone in the building. And honestly, that's just what it takes to be great, you know what I'm saying, to get to the level that everyone wants to get to. So, and you obviously got to see it firsthand, and you're implementing it yourself, and and it shows obviously in your game. All right, so let's get into a little bit of the film here. This was your game against Fayette County. You guys dominated, but the thing for me when I watch you play, you can do so much on the floor. I mean, you can pass, you can score, you can shoot. I mean, you're multi-talented, but I think the thing that probably makes you the most fun to watch to me, bro, you play hard. Mm-hmm. Like, you really play hard, and you're almost like the last of a dying breed in that sense. Like, I see you be active, you're talking, you do these things just consistently. Did that come, again, going back to just your coaches? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Was that something they really instilled in you from the beginning?
I feel like that's something I've always had. Like,
or did you get that from your sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Or did you get it from your family?
Yeah, I think that's something I got from my older brothers.
Okay.
Like, just going hard, because like always wasn't good. Yeah. So like, you had to find a way. You got to stay on the floor. You're not scoring the ball. How are you going to play? So that's how I locked in on defense, knowing what to do, making sure my IQ is straight.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But I mean, I know you're telling the truth because I can see it. Like, I can see it all the time, and we'll get into it a little bit here. So, right here, this is the very beginning of the game, and you come down, hands up, get a deflection, push the ball on the break, drop a pass, teammate misses it, you follow it back up right there. I mean, that's just in one possession. This is the type of stuff you do all the time. Now here, you're on the inbounds here. Now I want you to kind of talk to me about this play a little bit. So you inbound the ball, fight for your position. Now right here, when you get it, what are you looking at? Like, what are you thinking about right here in this position? You know they're going to help.
I'm just looking at what the help side is doing, basically. If 3 stays, then Mari, number 12, he usually cuts.
Okay.
So, but then number 1, he's also too far in the paint. So number 24, he's a shooter, so that's an easy skip pass as well.
Right.
But you also got to watch the strong side, help defender, just in case he digs as well. And that's pretty much everything I'm looking at on the floor.
Well, I mean, it basically transpires exactly how you talked about. They overhelp. Number 12 cuts. You take a good dribble to get back out, find them, easy finish. Mm-hmm. Now, in this play right here, I want to just show you a little bit something that might help you. Now, this guy's being real physical with you. You're supposed to set the cross screen here. Now, on this cross screen, you kind of miss him a little bit. And because you miss him, you see where you end up, like kind of under the goal like that. Like, if you, to take it back. Now, if you wait and try to get more contact on that guard, you're probably going to force that switch with him there. And then you got an easier seal, and they can, saying it's a layup. Mm-hmm. Again, stuff you probably have seen before, but at the next level, as the game gets more physical, how you screen and how you do these types of things really set yourself up for the next play.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And then right here, again, just what I was talking about earlier. You're locked in, you're engaged defensively, you're talking, you're pointing, you're talking to your teammates through the defensive process. You hear close out, hands up. Now, you fall asleep a little bit here and get beat, but again, you're just playing hard. I mean, just block the shot like crazy. Then you push the break. Well, you don't push the break, but it ignites the break for the wide open 3. I mean, just this is stuff that you do all the time. A guy like with your athleticism and your motor, I don't ever want to say like don't do this because you go hard and you affect the game in so many ways, but you got to be smart with it. Now here in this situation, your teammate's actually playing really good defense. You know what I'm saying? Like he's got him, he doesn't really have an angle. So he's going to put this shot up and you go for the block. Now, could you have maybe blocked that? Possibly. But look now, thank goodness your teammate number 24 comes down and blocks out. But at the next level, that's a big guy. That could be a bigger guy, more athletic guy.
Yep.
And you kind of just went for a block that, even if you get it or even if you affect the shot, it was already good defense. There was no need for it. Do you see what I mean there? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, but again, like I said, a guy like you, it's hard to just be like, don't do this because you can make plays that most guys can't make. But also at the next level, you kind of got to be smart about where you do things and how you do them. Here, again, just a lot of your versatility, man. Catch it off the spin, nice Euro step, layup. I mean, just made that look super easy. Now here, one more I want you to talk me through a little bit. You kind of get this ball sort of, at the elbow, a little bit off. What are you looking at here? Because now you're about to be a little handoff screen. And what are you kind of looking at from the defense that's kind of telling you what to do here?
Well, first I'm reading the guard's man to see if he's gonna, if he's gonna trail him, then I'm gonna hand the ball off because it's no help side right now, so that's an easy layup.
Right.
And then, but when I seen him win over, I also felt the big take a step over. So,
so you felt him with his hand that was on your hip right there.
Yep.
Okay.
So then that's when I used my first step to get to the rim.
Okay.
Once I felt him step over.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, that's exactly what I saw. The other thing is now when the guard that's guarding him, your teammate, he kind of goes under both.
Yep.
And in a way, he essentially sets another screen. And I think you also kind of felt that when the momentum when you went under and you knew you could get to the basket, which you do with a nice finish there. If someone were to ask me, like, what does Micah Smith play like? This might be one of the clips that I pull up first because, and you don't even score on this play, but it's just goes back to what I was saying about your activity is just something that you don't really see with a lot of guys, especially guys with your athleticism. And so here, you're on weak side, rotate over, hands up, ready to go, get the guy on the cut, go vertical, block the shot, but you don't give up. You're still running on the play. Your teammates don't score here. You go to set a screen, slip it. He drives, don't get the layup. Now, you probably get fouled on this play, but again, you don't score it, but you're not sitting there whining to the ref or anything. You get back on defense. Team is still in transition. And you're here like ready to block that shot. Yeah. It's just like, dude, like you're all over the place.
Yeah.
And for guys with your size and athleticism, if you have a head up, on that, because when you get to the next level, one thing that I struggle with and one thing really a lot of guys struggle with is the speed and the physicality of the game. Yeah. You're playing against older guys. They're more experienced. They're a little faster with how they do things. You have to think a little faster. And so that's a major adjustment going from high school to college. But the other adjustment that a lot of people don't realize is that how hard you have to play on each possession and how focused and locked in you have to be on each possession. But if you bring this to the next level, that's going to be easy. Then your adjustment is going to be so much faster. Your learning curve is going to be so much shorter because you just have this stuff instilled in you already. And that's for me, again, that's what makes you so fun to watch. Here you go, pushing the ball on the break, just showing guard skills. And this is a dime. Like, when I was watching the game, I didn't even see that guy at first. I got to play it back. How did you even see him right there? Were you looking at the skip first?
Yeah, I seen the skip. I was just trying to see what, like, he was going to do. Because I was going to hit Kanai, but if he was just going to stay there, then... Yeah, but Coach, he really has me focusing on changing the speeds. Really slow it down. When you change the speeds, it gives you time to see things.
For sure.
And things will open up.
For sure. No, that's great coaching. Because, I mean, it is like, again, like I was saying about the speed of the game, at the next level, that's the hardest part because everything is moving so fast. You want to move fast, but your body's moving faster than your brain.
Right.
But if you can kind of slow it down a little bit and take your time to read and dissect what's going on, which you actually do really well, especially for a guy at your size, the game's going to come so much easier for you. Now, here are the inbounds pass, quick jab, draw three. I mean, just easy play, type of stuff. You set guys up very well. And then at the end here, what I liked about this the most is your body down, ready to shoot the ball. A lot of guys aren't. Like, even though they know the shot's coming, they're not anticipating. They're not prepared to shoot the ball. When I'm working with guys and training guys, this stuff I emphasize a lot. Again, you do it naturally. And then this is just, y'all are smoking them at this point, but it's just a nail in the coffin right there to put the game away. So, again, man, you're one of the more active, just supremely, you're gifted physically, obviously, but like your activity, your focus on defense, your communication, it's stuff that you'll see when you get to the next level, like on your, from day one, that stuff is going to translate automatically. Transitioning a little bit here now. Just give me a couple of things like that you say you worked on in the offseason that you've been seeing translate a little bit in your game this year.
Yeah, shooting.
Yeah.
I was in the gym nonstop with shooting.
Just got a bunch of reps up, huh?
Yeah, with Coach Darby and Coach Scott. I was in the gym with them all summer.
Yeah.
So that's really been also ball handling. I've really been trying to focus on that. So that's another thing is the changes, the paces of speed.
Yep.
Trying to make sure I'm more than just an athletic player.
For sure.
More than just that. Add more to the game. Always bring more.
Yeah, and you do bring a lot, and it's like with just time, reps, so you're gonna get stronger. You're gonna get faster. The game's gonna start slowing down for you, just with more experience. But that ball handling and reps, and you become a knockdown shooter, bro, with your motor, with your athleticism, all these things, man, the sky is the limit for you. So you're working on the right stuff, and it's great that you've been able to see, even in a short amount of time working on it, how much better you've gotten. Real quick, give me one short-term goal and one long-term goal you have in terms of the game.
One short-term goal is probably go back-to-back, continue to make a legacy.
That's important for you, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, like winning and, like you said, leaving a legacy. That's a big thing for you.
Yeah.
But what is that? Just because you just have a sense of pride for your school, yourself, all the above, or like where does that come from?
Yeah, it's mainly the relationships I've created, the bonds I've created, and I think it's just who I am.
Yeah.
Like
you're just a competitor.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's important to me. Just finish it out the right way.
Yeah, you competitor, you want to win. It matters.
Yep.
It definitely matters. And again, this is the type of stuff that, I'm sure this is what schools who recruited you saw, because I can see it just in the short amount of time I've been watching your game. So
yeah.
So you're already signed to James Madison. Obviously, James Madison is they're top 25 right now. They're doing fantastic. I think they just lost their first game of the season last night. What was it about them and maybe their coaching staff, their fit, their system? What was it that kind of drove you to really commit to them? Because I think it's a great fit for you, but I want to know what was the reason you chose them?
Yeah, just the environment up there. It's a great environment. Everything's like family oriented. I felt the coaches, everything they said, I found background to back it up. Of course, TJ, he's up there.
Okay.
I'm pretty close with him, and he's doing his thing.
Yeah.
He likes it.
And he loves the staff and everybody there. Yeah.
Yep. And I just feel like everything's genuine. Yeah. And that I would be in good hands up there.
So you felt more at home, I would say, there than anywhere else. Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
Yeah, home and the fit was good.
Yep.
Have you met all the coaches up there yet?
Yeah, I met everybody.
You did? So you met Matt Buckland, Coach Buck?
Yep.
I love Buck. And so Buck was he was a walk-on at Georgia when I was there. So we were teammates, and he's a great coach, but even a better person, man. He's phenomenal. So you're absolutely in good hands, like you said. And then last question, bro, just what is your why? Why do you put all this time into the game? Why do you, why are you so focused? What is it that you want to get out of this?
Yeah. My why is most definitely my family. I want to make sure my mom and dad, they're good. They don't have to work. My siblings, they're good.
Good.
My cousin, Malik, he passed. That's a big why.
Okay. If you don't mind, how long ago did he pass?
It was when I was younger.
Okay.
But he was like, we were real close.
Yeah.
So he's most definitely in that why. But it's just family, making sure me and my family is good.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. That's all that matters at the end of the day. And like I said, man, just getting a little, I've seen you before, but getting a little more familiar with your game. You just became one of my favorites early. I'm like, man, you remind me of guys when I came up, just like guys that play hard, guys are hungry, guys that don't care about rankings, whatever's in front of them. You just going at whoever is on the floor in front of you. And take that mentality always, wherever you go. Obviously, you seem like your dad and your older brother and the rest of your family are real invested in you, which is awesome. And I'm a big fan, man. I want to see you accomplish everything. I usually tell guys off camera, but If I can ever help, I want you guys to look at me as a resource. Anything I can do, always there. And that's really it, man.
I appreciate that.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. That's it. Micah Smith, everybody. Thanks for joining.